Hey Tony, how are you? Hey Ryan, good to see you. Look at this gorgeous little sunset we've got happening right outside my house tonight. Isn't it beautiful? Hey, hey, hey. Just had to share this because it's just beautiful. And while you're looking at this, I have a question for you today. What's trending in your mind? What are those hot topics? When you've got space to just think about, okay, what matters to me right now? What are those things that come up for you? I'll tell you what, a lot of people don't give themselves the space to actually think about that. Right? So if you had to come up with a couple of hashtags about your life right now and the ideas that are popping into your mind, what would they be? Right? Better than mine, your snow. Ooh, I don't want to hear that, Brian. I don't want any more snow, although it is winter and it's beautiful. So what are your trends, right? If I were to hashtag trends right now, nature's a big one for me, right? That's why you're seeing this beautiful sunset. I just find huge joy in being outside, even when it's cold, right? I'm standing outside and it's maybe like, I don't know, 40 degrees tonight. So it's not awful, but it's not great, right? But nature is just something that feels good. Right? Hey Tivarama, good to see you, girl. We're talking about what is trending in your mind. Right? If you gave yourself that chance to open up and say, what's popping up for me right now? What is it? And I'm just sharing my beautiful, beautiful sunset that we have here in Parker, Colorado. It is nice, right? It's a kid. Yes, yes, yes. Such a beautiful sunset. Although I'm not really great at holding my phone without it wiggling, so I apologize for that. So if I were to give you another trend in my mind right now, it's asleep at the wheel. And this is a word that's been popping up in my mind over and over and over. And it's just funny because I think that so many people have allowed themselves to be asleep at the wheel. Right? There's so many different things that they could be taking action around, but they're not. Right? So I see that I have a huge opportunity to help people wake up. Right? Ooh, I heard a synchronicity. Is that what it was? Synchronicity is a really cool word, right? Tell me, what does that mean for you? What does synchronicity mean? Why is that trending in your mind? Appreciate you sharing that. Look at that gorgeousness that you see. Right, so asleep at the wheel has been another one. Love where you live. Most used right now. Oh, I love that, Ryan. Yeah, be where you are. Don't think about where you want to be or maybe where you've been and it was awesome. Just be in that moment now. Being mindful. Yes, yes, yes. These are awesome, guys. I love it. All right, I'm going to turn this back around so y'all can see. Hey, 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 my name is Sarah, aka the Mill Coach, and I'm going to come back around and set this phone up so that you don't have to be wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. Turn this little light on here. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, brightness. So what is trending for you right now? I love that Ryan's talking about being, loving where you live right now. Love that, right? For a long time, I didn't love Colorado. Right, and I had to really work on my mindset, and my husband actually challenged me. He was like, why don't you write a blog about 100 things that you love about Colorado? Oh my God, it's a huge one. The camera's very bad. Well, I'm sorry. If you don't like it, then pop off the scope. I'm doing my one. Go to New York or go home. What does that mean? You want to go to New York? That's what's trending for you? You got that New York state of mind happening, right? So yeah, what's popping up for you? Another thing that's trending for me right now is epic shit, and that's always a big thing for me. And just knowing that you were born to do something big, baby. So quit making excuses and frickin' do it. Hey from Estonia. I love it when we get an international scope crowd. That's very, very cool. Hashtag, what a great day today. Awesome, awesome. Hotline blang is trending. Yeah, I love these things, right? Because, when you give yourself that chance to slow down and say, all right, what is coming up for me right now? You're actually moving in more of a mindful state, right? You're pausing instead of just being this reactionary person to all of this, stimulus that comes into your life. You're saying, all right, what the hell is happening for me right now? Shout out to my Philly babe. Hey, hey, hey. Poland. Did you know that I'm Polish, actually? Yes, that's where my grandfather came from. So hey, I am a mama. So you say, hi mom, I am a mama. I love it. That's one of the best parts of my life. And yes, I do have very green eyes. But what's trending for you? I want to know, right? My job is helping millennials blaze epic trails. And I would love to know what it is that's epic for you, right? I love Twitter. Twitter is one of my favorite things. If you're not following me, go and follow me at millcoach. But I love it because I don't have to watch the news, right? You know exactly what's hot right now. You're trending, great marketing. Woo, thank you. You love me, baby. No, the topic is what's trending in your mind, right? And what are you doing? Here's the kicker for today's conversation. What are you doing to share what's trending in your mind to make the world a better freaking place, right? So somebody says that mindfulness is coming up for them. That's trending in their mind. What are you doing to be a model of mindfulness? What are you doing to influence others to create that pause in their lives, right? Loving where you're at. Right? Ryan shared that with us. All right, what are you doing? Right? There's so much negativity in the world. So when we can like share, hey, this is cool. This is why I love where I live right now, and be in that moment. That's freaking awesome. Right? You speak to high school students about success in your 20s. I love that. Hey, from Parker also. I love where I'm living in Parker. Parker is a really cool place. Sarah, can you reach out on your website for college media inquiries? Heck yeah. Go to sarahjos.com. It's sarahjos.com. And there's a contact me button. I would love to talk with you. And I am very talkative. People always ask me, they're like, do you drink a lot of coffee? And I'm like, well, I have a couple of cups, but I absolutely love what I do. Right? So I don't speak Spanish. I just speak English very, very quickly. And a millennial is anybody that was born after 1980, so somebody in their 20s, early 30s, and that's the target market that I work with. You reach 500,000 students across 500 schools. Beautiful. Right? I think that mindset matters, and if we can help people to choose brightness over the dark side, then, I mean, how cool is that? Right? I was on here the other day, and somebody said, you've got a big forehead, or something to that effect. And I was like, you know what? That's a real asshole thing to say. You're choosing to spend your energy on the negative, right? So if you've got something trending in your mind right now that is like, oh, woe is me, I would say, stop it and flip it, right? Flip that script and see the beauty in it, because there's a lot of beauty in the world. You just have to look for it. So that's my message for today. What's trending? Give yourself some space to ask, what is it? Mindfulness does allow for choice. I love that, right? There's always a choice between what happens to you, that stimulus, and how you choose to respond, right? So please give yourself that space. Encourage other people to do it. Why give us that title? It's a generational thing. Like, I'm an Xer, and that's just what it is. It's a fact, right? Boomers, all of the generations have had a title. And I'll tell you one thing that I believe is that titles are just that, right? There are a lot of stereotypes around millennials, and part of my purpose is to help say, buck that system, because people are people, right? And how can we help to serve one another? So anyway, anything behind why? I'm so curious about that word. I don't know why it was chosen as millennial. That's some deep thoughts that maybe we need to go do some research around, right? There's a lot of them. It's the biggest generation, right? They're taking over the world. And so if you are a part of the millennial generation, what are you going to do with it? Right? What's going to be that piece of the world that you change? So go trend, go think about something cool, go see what's trending on Twitter, and go learn something new tonight. Talking to random people on the streets, why the heck not? One of my favorite places in the world are airports. There are random people everywhere, but the conversations that you can have and the positivity that you can bring to the world is really, really cool. Thought you were just some research, no creativity? No. Not today. Hey, from Florida, start a trend instead of following. And that's what leadership is, right? I was reading an article just a couple of days ago, and it was talking about how we help perpetuate people being mediocre by saying things like, be safe or stay safe. It's like, staying safe isn't always the smartest move, right? Because those people that are leading, that are out there being the trendsetters, they have to dig deep and move out, right? And be on that edge. And that isn't always the safest thing, right? There's people that are going to point the finger and be like, that's not the right thing to do. Or, you should actually do it this way. And, having that vulnerability. Yes, Cap Spindle, you are right. That's when the big shift happens, right? Is that plant behind you, or do I have spiky hair? I kind of like it, right? It looks like I have something cool happening there. Yeah, our culture strives toward mediocrity. Absolutely, and I frickin' hate it. I think that mediocrity sucks. And in fact, when I was in high school, I had this really cool class called EBCE. It was the Experience-Based Career Education. And I wrote a paper, and one of the sentences that I wrote in there is that I refuse to be mediocre. Right? And there are a lot of mediocre people out there. right? You want to have something huge to bring. Yeah, fail valiantly. Yes. Yeah, look at Congress. There's a whole hell of a lot of mediocrity there, yeah. And so today, your trend, or I guess the idea is go be a trendsetter. But first, before you can be a trendsetter, you got to know where's your mind, right? And you've got to, make sure that your mind is right and that you do believe that you can make anything happen, right? Epic shit all the way, baby. So yes, go follow me on my website, sarahjoes.com. I've got an epic shit challenge that you can sign up for. It's free. It's 21 days, and it's just going to ask you to up level and to move into action, right? And to, be that trend center. So go do it, sarahjoes.com. We are all responsible. Yes, I love that. And yeah, I want you to join this opportunity. Go and blaze some epic trails. And yeah, we are creating the trend. It used to be the ad agencies. And that's one of the reasons that I love Periscope, is that it's totally raw and vulnerable, right? It's not produced. It's not, up to an ad agency to get the message out there. Everybody has this platform now. And so there's no freaking excuses, right? Thank you for that nice comment about being beautiful and insightful. I really, really appreciate that. My 21-day Epic Shit Challenge is not something that you have to pay for. It's 100% free. You'll get an email every single day for 21 days just asking you to consider new thoughts, to move into bigger action, and to believe that you were born to do something epic. So go check it out, sarahjoes.com. Y'all have a lovely evening. Thanks for joining in.